Well, it has been a year of wearing masks, sanitizing our hands, and keeping our distance. I can't remember the last time I shook someone's hand. If I did it now, it would feel very strange indeed. Like me, do you find yourself watching TV programs or films and thinking, those people are standing far too close together? Or is it just because I'm a principal and it feels like I spend so much of my time reminding everyone of our expectations? Well, despite all this, it still feels a bit alien to be stuck in a room all on my own, recording this speech several weeks before speech day. But let's get started. Salam sejahtera. Selamat datang ke hari ucapan College Tuanku Jaffar bagi tahun 2021. Dengan sukacitanya, saya mengeluh-elukan kedatangan Anda ke hari ucapan maya kami untuk tahun kedua berturut-turut. Saya percaya Anda semua selamat dan sihat di rumah. Hari ucapan genap setahun telah berlalu, namun amat menduka citakan kerana kita masih dapat merasakan impak COVID-19 dalam pelbagai aspek kehidupan kita. Namun saya bangga di sebalik semua cabaran yang telah kita hadapi dan segala tekanan yang dilalui. Kita berjaya mengambil tindakan segera sehingga mencapai 100% hari persekolahan. Saya sangat berterima kasih kepada kaki tangan, pelajar serta ibu bapa yang telah membantu memastikan bahawa College Tuanku Jaffar terus beroperasi dengan lancar walaupun dalam keadaan yang mencabar. 2021 is, of course, the 30th anniversary of College Tuanku Jaffar. Sadly, we have not been able to celebrate in the way we would have liked. However, the year has been marked by the school being named the Boarding Schools Association International Boarding School of the Year. This is a title we are very proud of, and it is one which reflects the work and determination of so many over such a long time. Most importantly, it is a recognition of the vision of the three founding trustees and their success in building a school which offers the best of British holistic boarding education, firmly rooted within a Malaysian setting and context. The success of our founding trustees' mission was also reinforced earlier in the academic year by a very pleasing re-accreditation report by the Council of International Schools, which described KTJ as a school that knows itself well, is justifiably proud of what it stands for and its many achievements, and yet is curious and open to learn how it can become a better version of itself. As we celebrate our 30th anniversary, I want to recognise the huge achievement of our three founding trustees, Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Nakiden, Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Imran, and Yang Amat Mulia Tunku Dara. Their project started well over 30 years ago, and the determination and clarity of vision which they have demonstrated over such a sustained period of time is impressive and speaks to their total commitment to the cause of high quality education. It is a privilege to lead a school which is underpinned by such strengths, and I would like to thank our founding trustees and indeed all trustees and governors, past and present, for their leadership of this wonderful institution. At our last face-to-face speech day in July 2019, we unveiled a portrait of Duli Yang Maha Mulia Almarhum Tuanku Jaffa, painted by our very own Ms. Lim, with the help of some of her students. Today, although we are online, Tunku Nakiden has unveiled an accompanying portrait of Duli Yang Maha Mulia Tuanku Najiha, painted by Lim Aruan and gifted to the school as she leaves us. It is a stunning portrait which will adorn the entrance to the Tuanku Najiha Hall, more commonly known as the MPH. My thanks to Aruan for her wonderful gift. We wish her well as she leaves KTJ after 20 years of service. As it is our 30th anniversary, we have reflected this in today's program. We have Dr. Ramdas Senasi, alumnus of KTJ class of 97, as our guest speaker. Dr. Ram is a consultant paediatric radiologist in the UK, a committee member of the World Federation of Paediatric Radiology, and founding member of the World Federation of Emergency Radiology. Amongst his many good works, he has led volunteer medical teams to Laos. We have performances from KTJ alumni as well. Fuad, alumnus of KTJ class of 2003, is a member of the rock band Kyoto Protocol. KTJ fostered his love of music and he is a former winner of KTJ Talent Time. And today he is back to perform the single Nothing Lasts Forever, which premiered earlier this month with his 4 fellow members of Kyoto Protocol. Johan Ting, alumnus of KTJ class of 98, is a teacher by day, but by night he is a musician and songwriter and has toured and performed with the likes of Take That and Daniel Bedingfield. His first time on stage at KTJ, he performed a song by the British band Shakespeare's Sister, and 15 years later he was lucky enough to work with the lead singer of that band. In addition to Dr. Ram, Fuad and Johan, I hope many alumni will be tuning in to today's proceedings and will see this as an opportunity to remember fondly their own times at the school. Every year at this time, we of course have to bid farewell to a number of people connected with our school. Our Upper 6 students have completed their examinations and are ready to move forward, fanning out across the globe for the next stage of their education. 4 students are off to the University of Cambridge, while another 4 hold offers from Ivy League universities. The majority of students will be attending the prestigious Russell Group universities in the UK, but others are on more singular journeys to universities in places such as Korea and China. We are proud of the achievements of all of them. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Upper 6 for their immense contribution to KTJ in so many ways, including over the past year as leaders of ECAs, house captains and vice captains, and as school prefects. I have particularly enjoyed working with the head prefect team of Jijing, Phil, Magat, Kristen, Justin, Brian and Keisha. They have been tremendous in their drive and determination in such difficult circumstances, and I'm very proud of what they have achieved. Wherever our Upper 6 students are off to, we wish them well, as we do all other students who are leaving us at this time. We will miss you, but we look forward to hearing of your successes. During the course of this year, we have said goodbye to some long-standing members of staff as well, Juan Akshara and Mr. Sulaiman, who both taught here for a number of years. Also to John Hughes, our Director of Boarding. In addition, a number of staff are moving on at the end of the academic year. Adam and Nina Garner are moving back to New Zealand, as are Brian Strang and Jane Ferguson. Phil and Jane Lawrence are moving closer to the UK, taking up posts in Oman. as are Mr. Allen and Ms. Ramante, who are moving to a school in Slovakia. Rebecca Stokes is moving on to the UAE, and Nora Bailey is moving back to China. Peter Cross is taking up a post in Thailand, while Ms. Tina Vincent, Ms. Page, Ms. Athena, Ms. Shirley, Ms. Vera, and our school counsellor, Ms. Betty, are also moving on at this time. Wendy and Dean Jones are moving a short distance up the road to take up posts at Epsom College, while a number of long-standing teachers are retiring. Mr. Mutu, after 10 years of service, Ms. Puva, after 13 years of service, Ms. Mary Alex, after 16 years of service, Puan Ruwaida, after 20 years of service, Mr. Suzali, after 26 years of service, and Puan Zuraida, one of KTJ's founding teachers. I would like to recognise two teachers in particular. Ms. Mary Alex joined the school as a chemistry teacher in 2006. She worked for many years in Jawahir House as a house tutor as well. However, Mary Alex's career in teaching began well before KTJ. In fact, she first started teaching in 1976. Over the 45 years of her career, what has been so impressive is her passion for chemistry, and her teaching has never waned. Puan Zuraida is one of our founding members of staff. Zuraida was our head of Malay for many, many years. Indeed, she is our longest serving head of department. She has given so much to the school since she joined in 1990. And this is not a well-known fact, but before she joined KTJ, she actually taught one of our trustees, Enchik Mustamir. To all the teachers departing us, thank you for all you have done for KTJ over many years. We appreciate your hard work, your service to the school, and your loyalty. We wish you all the best as you move on to the next stages of your lives. In some ways, the past year has been rather bleak. A number of periods of online learning, no competitive sport, no music concerts, no trips. But in other ways, it has been very uplifting to see how positively everyone in the community has responded. We held online the house music competition and the house drama competition, for example, which were, through this approach, able to reach a far greater audience than normal. We have had innovative approaches to teaching and learning, and both teachers and students alike have significantly upskilled themselves in terms of IT. However, despite these silver linings, we have continued to yearn to be back face to face. There is no substitute for the closeness of the living organism. And the trials of the past 16 months have taught us how important the bricks and mortar, and more importantly, the human beings who inhabit these, are to providing a first-class education. I'm so pleased that we have managed to hold IGCSE and A-level examinations this year. For so many schools and students around the world, this has not been possible. That feeling of being in control of your own destiny is so important for all of us. And despite the challenges of this year, our Form 5 and 6 students have been in control of theirs. These are challenging times for all organisations, and it has been a matter of weathering the storm. However, we have continued to make improvements to our facilities, such as to our science laboratories, kitchen and catering facilities, and our health centre. It has also been a good time to set in place strong foundations for the years ahead. We have continued to move forward with our strategic plan, Vision 2030, with the development of key documents such as the KTJ Learner Characteristics, which are being celebrated for the first time in today's Speech Day, thanks to a donation from one of our governors, Tun Zaki Tun Azmi. We have also developed a set of KTJ teacher standards, added a number of software packages behind the scenes to improve workflow, and reviewed and updated policies and procedures in a whole variety of areas. We have introduced a new and fairer system for selecting sixth form student leaders, and we have looked to our own practices as we have promoted diversity and inclusion as a theme for the academic year. As I keep saying, it has been a tough year. Our boarding provision has been open continuously since September. This means boarding staff have not had a proper break all year. It also means some students have been here all year. Some have barely left the confines of our campus, and others sacrificed Hari Raya celebrations with their families to concentrate on their examinations and to keep themselves and others safe. Our international staff have missed funerals of parents, meeting new grandchildren, introducing their children to their grandparents, and celebrating Christmas with loved ones. Of course, we are in a very good place by comparison. We have strong reserves, a strategic plan which we continue to make progress on, and the continued popularity of the school. I also feel we have developed a strong group of thoughtful and reflective leaders, and we have seen some exciting new appointments for the coming academic year. When I was a headmaster in the UK, I lived in Cornwall. At least once a month I would go to London for meetings, and the quickest way was to fly. The flight was less than an hour. However, in the summer months, London Gatwick Airport would get very busy. This meant that sometimes you would board the plane in Cornwall and the crew would announce that you were waiting on the ground for London Gatwick to give you the green light to take off. This was easier and cheaper, presumably, than circling the congested skies over London waiting for your slot to land. The wait on the runway in Cornwall could be anything up to an hour. This is a bit what COVID feels like to me. We are not in a holding pattern yet, but we're waiting to take off. Of course, the flight from Cornwall to Gatwick always took off, and in the meantime, I got some valuable reading done and learned a thing or two. And then eventually, over Gatwick, the plane would emerge from the white clouds and land smoothly, allowing us to move on with our daily lives. I look forward to emerging from the clouds in the coming academic year. And in the meantime, I wish everyone a restful, enjoyable, and well-deserved summer break. Stay safe. Terima kasih.
IGCSE Overall Academic Excellence. The following prize winners are recognized for their overall academic excellence in their IGCSE exams. All of these students have been consistently high performing in all of their IGCSE subjects. Amar Karim Al-Hadi, Chua Elise, Khalidia binti Muhammad Zayed, Lee Zilin, Patrick Yi Tang Yang, So Jian, Tan Pei Ting, Yewon Yun. IGCSE subject prizes. The following students are awarded prizes for their excellent performance in specific IGCSE subjects. IGCSE Accounting, Chua Elise. IGCSE Art and Design, Chloe Lau Jiayin. IGCSE Biology, Li Zilin. IGCSE Business Studies, Chua Elise. IGCSE Chemistry, Sonia Lee Singh. IGCSE Chinese as a First Language, Ma Yina. IGCSE Chinese as a Second Language, Liu Li Sing. IGCSE Chinese as a Foreign Language, Roger Lau Juiza. IGCSE Computer Science, Yewon Yun. IGCSE Design and Technology, Shazmin Nabiha binti Shahasir. IGCSE Drama, Darshini Vijendra. IGCSE Economics, Park Semin. IGCSE English as a first language, Dina Menon Jaidi. IGCSE English as a second language, Clarissa Geraldine Dharmawan. IGCSE English Literature, Darshini Vijendra. IGCSE French, Caitlin Lau Yue Kwan. IGCSE Geography, Ashar Henry bin Faris Salim Davidson. IGCSE History, Park Semin. IGCSE Malay, Amar Karim Al-Hadi. IGCSE Additional Mathematics, Sonia Lee Singh. IGCSE Mathematics, Eva Ong Kai Ying. IGCSE Music, Dina Menon Jaidi. IGCSE Physics, Khalidia binti Muhammad Zaya.